Hi, I'm your host, Carter Hillier. I'm here with Sam Bailey and Benjamin Proberg. And today we're going to be talking about who do we think is going to be the worst in the Western Conference and in the Eastern Conference. Benjamin?
Well, I think in the Eastern Conference, as much as I hate to say it, it is the Orlando Magic because they have no offensive firepower at all. Their best player currently is Jonathan Isaac, who has injury problems, and he is only a defensive player. He shoots occasionally, but he doesn't appear to be an offensive weapon for them. Jalen Suggs may have to be their hope of maybe even just finishing 12th or 11th in the conference, but they will finish last because he is still a rookie, and I don't think he can take them that far.
All right, interesting take on it. How about you, Sam?
All right, hear me out when you hear this. It's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's why. All right, so they have a very old roster, meaning that they are very prone to injuries. Now, hypothetically, let's say that they all get injured in the same week span, they really won't have anybody to play with until at least a few of them come back. So they might have to forfeit a few games. They might have to play with like their G League squad. So they're not going to play well. They're going to lose a lot of games from that. And even when LeBron comes back, and because that's really all they need, like they still might finish last because of how deep they dug their hole. So I know it sounds crazy to seem, but that is a pretty realistic option.
Sam, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I think we're gonna have to get rid of your contract with Sports Center after this.
No, you're not.
Don't interrupt me when
I'm
I'm
signed
speaking.
till 2077.
So let's talk about who do we think are gonna be the big outbreak players, like NBA rookies. Who do you think it's gonna be, Benjamin?
I think it's going to be Jalen Suggs. The Magic will still finish last, but he is the only one who can score on that team, so he will have to completely take over every single game. Truly, he'll need to probably score 30, 35 points in order for them to realistically win a game because of their lack of offense. So I just think that he is going to be the breakout star.
All right. What about you, Sam?
I've got to go Jaden Springer on the Sixers. I liked all of his stuff during his college career. I like the Sixers' approach when drafting him. I feel like the Sixers have put him in a good spot to succeed, even if he's only going to be coming off of the bench for a little bit. I feel like it'll still give him a good time to succeed. Like take Maxey for example, he came off the bench and he still did really well. So I feel like the Sixers have been able to put him in a good spot to succeed.
Yeah, I think that both of those selections are great. I think that another person that you would pick, that I would personally pick up there to be a great rookie and one that's going to be kind of a surprise to people might be Davion Mitchell. We saw him in the summer league. He's an absolute dog on defense, and it looks like we have some breaking news. NBA announces they're getting rid of the draft lottery. Picks will be determined completely by record. A worst record will get the number one pick. Wow. How do you deal with this situation, Benjamin?
I believe that is a terrible idea. It puts an emphasis on tanking, and that's the league does not want that, which is exactly why they switched from the 25% for the worst record to the 14 for the top three. It gives better teams a shot at a higher pick because they were still trying to make the playoffs. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't like that idea, and I think that they have just reverted back to their old roots.
Sam, it seems like you have to agree with this. Why do you agree with this?
Yeah, I completely agree here. I mean, it just completely emphasizes tanking. Like, I mean, it's just gonna be like, at least if you tank, you're not guaranteed the spot, which is good because then it proves that tanking isn't really worth it. And teams who actually were kind of competitive, like say a team that finished 11 that just missed the play-in, they still have a shot at one of those top three picks because they have a good percentage. Now with that, I mean, they're probably gonna get like the eighth, the ninth, maybe even the 10th pick, and it's just not really gonna be fair to them who really tried, but they're only going to be like basically get the 10th pick.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I feel like that tanking might happen. I mean, this would be bad. For the NBA, I don't really understand why they would do this because this is just bad marketing. They're just going to lose more money for the fact that teams are throwing and when they're getting broadcasted on live television in front of millions of fans. This is just bad marketing and this is just bad basketball. All right, that's going to be the end of Sports Center. I'm your host, Carter Hillier. I'm here with Benjamin Perlberg and Sam Bailey, and we're signing off here at Sports Center. I can't remember.